Welcome to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT. Almost messed it up. And every Friday after SmackDown.
No, you didn't almost mess it up. You did mess it up.
I did mess it up.
Yeah.
Just a little.
It wasn't smooth.
It wasn't smooth.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
How you doing, James?
And so you messed it up. Why is this chair so low? Jeez, folks. Jeez.
Because this is like super loud.
Hey, yo, folks. What up? How we doing? How's it hanging? So tonight was NXT and What are you doing, Mr. G?
I'm running things over.
Running over things?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Someone put paper behind my chair.
So, tonight, NXT and AEW.
Glad to see Tegan repping that Latino heat, too. Yes.
So, NXT and AEW. I thought AEW was a good show. I think NXT is roughly the same as it's been over the last few months. Kind of lackluster and okay, not the worst show in the world, but not that great either. So, yeah. Do you want to start with NXT or AEW?
Start with NXT.
Okay, good choice. Good choice. Hello, folks. What is up? What is happening? Hello, Cody. Hello, James. Welcome to the chat. How we doing today? So, we start off NXT with Jake Atlas versus Drake Maverick versus Kushida. The winner gets to move on in the tournament. So, last week, I like the ending of NXT even though I knew who would win. Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a second. Because that also did not help with what's happening. Hey, John L., what is up? So, last week, Drake Maverick had to fight Kushida, and he won, and it ended up being Atlas, Maverick, and Kushida. They were all tied in the tournament. They all had one win and one loss. And so they were like, well, you know what, let's just put them in another match next week, and whoever wins gets to go to the finals of the tournament. You know, whatevs. Because we make the rules on our own whenever. Cool. So, Drake Maverick won this match. It was kind of a cool sequence of how they did it. Kushida had Jake... Whoa, that's turned up. What are you doing, man? Jeez, Mr. G is just all over the place. Folks.
Somebody messed with my phone. I never have anything turned up.
So, it was a cool sequence how they did it, I think, for me. I thought it was neat. Kushida had Atlas in the armbar, and Maverick ended up pinning Atlas while Kushida was, like, holding on. And Kushida thought he won because Atlas tapped out, but Maverick pinned him. So, it was a cool sequence. Drake Maverick won. He moved on in the tournament. I have a feeling this entire thing with him getting fired is a sham. I think he was fired at first, but then because of the reaction he got when he put out the video of, like, yeah, I only have 3 matches left, and, like, you guys mean the world to me, and I just want to, like, thank you for the support and everything, but, you know, I'm going to do bigger and better things, I guess, outside of this, but I'm just really grateful to have the opportunity.
Well, then WWE needs to state something.
Yeah, they do.
Hey,
Because...
We brought him back because of fan support or something like that. Rather than playing this out like this.
Because it really does just look super bad.
Yeah.
It really does. Like, any way you slice the pie, it's not good.
No.
And, like, I really like Drake Maverick. I really do. I love the guy. I think he's great. I think he has so much personality. And he is not being utilized in the best of ways. Or, well, he wasn't being utilized in the best of ways, you know, a couple months ago. And even now, I think I don't love what they're doing with him just because of the fact that it's like, oh, if I lose, it's my job and I'm leaving. Like, that's kind of a stupid way to play it out because you said that the guy was released. So as far as we know, you've released him. But he's been on for several weeks now after you said he was released, but he wasn't released. Yeah, and what is with this? Kurt Angle was released too, and he was on tonight's show. What?
Yes.
I don't understand, like...
the concept behind what they're doing, yeah.
You let all those people go, and then you bring...
Kushida's money.
It doesn't make any sense.
The problem is, Cody, they're not using him the correct way.
So, Kushida did not win.
Yes.
Drake Maverick did. And he gets to go to the finals. And I think he's winning the whole thing.
Probably.
So...
And I said that like weeks ago.
But then that means that he's still with the company. And
yes.
they need to say something that he's still with the company and not just let it, like, be stupid.
I agree.
Charlotte is the most hated woman on all 3 brands. James?
She is James, which is why she's going to be the 3-belt champion.
So, after this, we have Johnny Gargano and Candice. Johnny says, I think people are putting words in my mouth. The Johnny Gargano way is not about getting rid of people. It's about those who deserve a shot get shot. And that's me. So, that's all it is. We're not trying to get rid of people, folks. So then he says that tonight, for the first time ever, we will have the Johnny Gargano Invitational. And he says, and I will fight Adrian Adonis. That's not right. I'm not fighting. And he, like, moves the mic and is like, I'm not fighting Adrian Adonis. What is this? Adrian Adonis? Am I not? And Candice is like, dude, reread it. And he was like, oh, now it makes sense. I got it. I'm fighting Adrian Alanis. Not Adonis. Gonna say, bro, if you're fighting Adrian Adonis, is he even still alive?
Yes, definitely glad to see FTR.
Is Adrian Adonis even still alive?
I don't think so. I think he's dead.
So, Johnny, I'm afraid.
I like the new Johnny Candice.
You can't fight Adrian Adonis.
No.
So.
Well, you could.
He just wouldn't show up.
Many people have fought the Undertaker. He's a dead man. How you doing, Zendo?
So I thought that was funny.
Who is going against Cody next week? We will tell you in about 25 minutes.
Yeah, because we're going to go through NXT first. So, I thought that was funny. Gargano ends up winning the match, and then we get Keith Lee and Mia Yim. Yim makes fun of Candice. She's like, they make fun of the whole video of, them sitting in the dark and the weird music and everything. She's like, I'm Candice LeRae, and I've been in NXT for 25 years, and I've never won a championship, and I'm so underappreciated. It's not even funny. And all I could do was laugh, because it's hilarious. And then Keith Lee did the same thing for Johnny, and he was all like, I'm Johnny Gargano, blah, 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 and it was hilarious. So then in the video, Tegan ends up coming up, and she has Gargano's pizza, and she gives it to Lee and Yim, and then she's like, peace out, guys, take another slice with me. And so they're left with one piece of pizza, and then they're like sitting there talking or whatever, and it was a funny segment. I thought it was
good.
I liked this. I did think this was done well. I wasn't so in love with the Johnny Candice thing at first. I was just like, this is kind of weird. I still don't like his entrance music. It's not good. I don't like it. But
they could do something different with his entrance.
It could be better. But like, I kind of like the whole thing now. Like, I think it's different than a lot of the stuff that they have going on the roster at the current moment, and so it makes them cool.
Yeah,
makes them stand out.
It does.
So, cool. After this, we have a Drake Maverick interview. Kushida comes up to him and, is like, I don't know. I have no idea what he said. And then he's like, just go out there and win, man. And then Drake says, if I become Cruiserweight champion, you're going to get the first shot at the title after I've won.
Yep.
I swear to you, if
Drake is going to win.
I swear to you, if they do something stupid,
he's going to win.
And they say Drake Maverick has won the Cruiserweight Championship, and then he loses it, like, that same night to Kushida, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
If they're going to pull something stupid like that, where they give Maverick the Cruiserweight Championship, and then they're like, no, sorry, you're out. You're out of here anyways. Like, I'm going to be a little upset. Because that's lame.
I don't think they'll do that.
Well, if they do, because WWE's prone to doing stupid things.
I don't think they'll do that.
That would be lame.
Ray has retired, yes. So is MVP. I think. I'm not sure.
So is he still done after this?
I think MVP is.
MVP retired too. I'm very convinced that this is happening, Maven. Me too! I'm real afraid that Maverick's going to win the Cruiserweight title. They're going to give it to him. He's going to give Kushida his rematch either later that night or, the week after, and he's going to lose it, and then they're going to be like, sorry, you're gone.
Here's the thing.
I swear to you, if that's what WWE does, there are going to be a lot of unhappy people. A lot of unhappy people. and I'm going to be one of those unhappy people, because that is just horrifically terrible.
Here's the thing. If he knows he's leaving, I would say he needs to win the title and then say, peace
I'm not
out.
giving it back.
Peace out, people. I'm leaving. I'm throwing this title in the trash.
No, he just needs to take it with him and say, sorry, I'm going to be the last Cruiserweight champion, because y'all ain't taking this belt from me.
Yes, MVP is retired. He was retired from the ring like a long time ago.
Yeah, MVP retired
He's
like a month ago.
But he's been retired from the ring.
But after he retired, he came back at the Royal, or it was more than a month ago.
Forever.
It was at Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
he came back at Royal Rumble. He said he had one more match on Raw the next night, and then he's against Rey Mysterio, and he said, I am retiring now. He showed up the week later, and he had another match.
Yeah.
So, but is Rey really retiring? Because I saw there were like some sports websites that that weren't just wrestling related, that were just like,
I hear they're bringing back the release guys.
Sports.
That's possible.
Sports in general. They were talking about Rey Mysterio retiring.
Rey's
And
gonna
some
pull a Mark Henry. Possible.
Some people were like, do they know that Rey's not really retired until Rey comes out and says, I'm retiring, and it's like legit? Because he could change his mind between now and next Monday.
I don't think people will rage about it, to be honest. At least people will be glad that he's got his moment. Possible. I mean, I don't know. I think there'll be a lot of people upset.
The issue I have with it is just the fact that WWE will have drawn this out so much to the point where people are even questioning if he's still released or not.
Yeah.
They haven't said anything. And then if they turn around, give him the championship, and they still are like, sorry, we're giving you the championship, we're taking it back, and we're going to boot you out the door. Like, it doesn't make WWE look good. It really doesn't. Like I said, any way you slice the pie, it's not going to be good.
No.
I think I'm the only person that says that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's an actual saying.
No. You're it.
But
you're the only one.
That's okay.
It's now going to be an actual saying because everybody's going to start
Any
using
way
it
you
now.
slice the pie, folks.
At least the 10 people in the room watching this, yeah.
I think Rey is definitely retiring before 50.
Yes.
Yeah, but if he's still fired, then that's another story. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. I just don't get it. So after this, we got Shotzi Blackheart versus Reina. Reina? Is her name Reina? Raquel Gonzalez. I don't know why I said Reina, because that was her name before.
Now you have observing stuff, and you'll remember it because now you'll start using it.
I've never heard anyone say that. Yeah, that's because I'm special.
Yeah.
I'm special. Tommaso Ciampa special. Karrion Kross is special. And I'm special too. So, I say things weirdly.
Yeah.
Folks. Shotzi almost died. Yeah, can we talk about that for a second? So, Dakota is at ringside and
Time's
Tegan
up.
comes
That
out.
was 1 second.
Tegan comes out and beats her up. After this, Candice, comes out and distracts Tegan, which then, causes some stuff with the ref. And, that's how Shotzi lost the match and Gonzalez won. But Shotzi, she didn't, what is that called? My mind is going blank. Not a suicide dive.
What is this I'm hearing? Adam Cole leaving WWE. I've seen stuff out there, but I don't think he's leaving.
Oh my gosh. What?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to think what the move is called!
Are you, trying to be Chris Statlander?
No. Coffin drop! That's what it's called. I was like, Darby Allin does it. It's not the suicide dive. It's this thing. She, coffin drop. That's what it's called. She did, a coffin drop type thing where she just jumped back and, hoped that the people were there. And Dakota and Raquel were, not there. And Shotzi, landed on the back of her head.
I buy coffin drops at the store.
After that.
When I have a bad cough.
After that, the ref went over and was like, oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. And Shotzi was like, ah. And Dakota and Raquel were just laying there on the floor.
Shots thought she was Undertaker Mania 27.
So, man, oh, 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 man. Oh, man. Shotzi
I've heard
overshot
Mike
it.
Tyson is now appearing on AEW.
Maybe she did. I don't know, man.
We'll find out here in just a little bit, Clark.
I don't know,
He did appear at the pay-per-view, yes.
I don't know if Shotzi overshot it or if Dakota and Raquel were, not far away enough or close. What? Far away, close enough, whatever. You know what I mean. I don't know if they weren't in the right spot or not. But regardless, it didn't look good. And watching the video, I was like, yikes, that's going to leave a bruise. Ouch. 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 Double ouch. So, yeah, Shotzi, like, when she is concussed.
Follow and pray, yes.
when Shotzi is concussed for the next 6 months and she can't compete, we'll remember why.
She won't.
So
it's okay.
Yeah, Gonzalez won, and Candace came out to mess with Tegan, and yippee-ki-yay, whatever. So after this, we got Aew and Rhea versus Charlotte and everybody's favorite, Mystery Dude. Question mark guy.
Question mark is an NWA, so...
So, we had no idea who her partner was going to be.
I heard Nia injured someone else in training. Probably. Gleen, fall and pray. Didn't wrestle, but that for another time.
So Charlotte's mystery partner is Chelsea Green.
Yes. Good choice.
I don't know. I mean, I think if Chelsea Green... Okay, let me rephrase that. I think if Charlotte Flair was to maybe align herself with Chelsea and the Robert Stone brand, I think they might have something cool there, too.
Yes. I think it's a good choice.
Aew got pinned, which probably means she's winning the title because that's WWE's typical booking.
Yes.
Well, if that's the case, then wow, I'm going to be shocked.
But I like how they did it. I like what they did with that.
With what?
This match, the way they ended this match, I was cool with.
Okay.
I just like the way that Aew hits Rhea, and then Charlotte ends up rolling up Aew and pins her using the ropes. So even though she got pinned, it's the fact that Charlotte had to use the ropes to pin her. And then obviously we're probably going to get something with Aew and Rhea.
I mean, obviously we're getting Aew and Rhea and Charlotte next weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, down the road, you're probably going to see just Aew and Rhea in some sort of feud.
That'll probably be, if Aew wins the title, that'll probably be the first feud that she has.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green and Charlotte Flair makes a good combination, in my opinion. I think they fit well together because both of them are super cocky and they're very, they're very full of themselves.
Yes. Don't ever try and steal Darby Allin's moves.
They think...
If I was anybody, I would never try to steal Darby Allin's moves because the guy's a nut.
They both are very, full of themselves, and they both, I'm trying to think what the word is. And all of the thoughts in my brain has since been...
Well, hopefully they go through the microphone so everybody can, read them. Because right now everybody's going...
I'm sorry, I'm trying to think what the word is. But they're both very full of themselves, and I think, that, they're full of themselves, they think very highly of themselves, and they think they're better than everybody else. And so I feel like Charlotte kind of aligning herself with the Robert Stone brand. Charlotte aligning herself with the Robert Stone brand, I think could be cool because it could make the Robert Stone brand a bigger deal. And it could help make that more of an actual faction.
Yeah.
And an actual type of a thing. Whereas
or
of right
just
now...
use her more and throw him out there with her and, do it that way?
With Chelsea as it stands right now, I don't necessarily have a problem with her.
Chelsea
Elijah...
Tisdale in High School Musical.
Yep, that's pretty accurate. But I'm not completely sold on Chelsea Green yet. I don't think she's terrible. I don't think she's the worst person on the roster at the moment, but I'm not completely sold on her everything.
Don't know about you guys, but my eyes are tired of seeing Charlotte every week. Hey
man,
you're gonna be the Charlotte 3 belts. You have to be out there.
Well, if she's losing the belt to Aew next weekend, then no, she's not becoming Charlotte 3 belts.
She's not losing the belt.
So
who watches that crap?
High School Musical?
I have to. It's what happens when you have kids.
High School Musical is cool. I mean, I don't sit around watching it all the time, but I watch it every now and again. My sister really likes it.
Yes.
I mean, she's 8, isn't she?
Yes.
She's 8 years old. She loves that type of stuff.
Yes.
And I just kind of been...
Takeover's next weekend. Whoa.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes. My, how time flies by.
Yeah, next Sunday.
High School Musical is still a thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have a new series on Disney Plus. I did watch the new series, and it is quite good.
Actually a show.
It is.
A TV show. I love High School Musical. Did you like High School Musical, maybe?
I love High School Musical. It's cool. It's cool. I especially, like I said, the new show on Disney Plus, High School Musical, the musical, the series, that's pretty good. And I really like that one.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It is a TV
television show. It's real good. It's a TV show now. Wow. Yes. Yup. So anyways, back to wrestling, because that's what we're here to talk about. Charlotte and Chelsea Green won. Carmella should join Chelsea.
That'd be a good one, too.
I don't like musicals if they don't make sense.
Did you like The Sound of Music?
Fabulous. Yes. Fabulous.
They could call themselves Team Fabulous. With Robert Stone.
They could. I mean, they might make a good tag team. Maybe.
Yes.
I mean, also maybe not.
I think they'd be good. I think they'd be a good. It's a good idea.
So we then have Candice and Gargano. Candice says that she'll have Mia next week, and she tells Tegan that she should be ashamed of herself.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Did you like Gleese?
I liked Grease.
I'm not sure what Gleese is, or Glass.
Grease.
Is he trying to say Grease, or is he trying to say,
Grease.
Oh, I'm not sure what he's trying to say.
Grease?
Yes, Grease. Yes.
Grease is great.
I like Grease.
I was a huge fan of Grease. When I was a little child, we had a Grease DVD. It was Grease.
Yes.
And it came in like a leather
case.
Like the leather
jacket.
Oh my gosh, the
The T-Birds.
T-Birds.
Yes.
I was like, it's not T-Bones.
T-Birds.
That's not right. T-Birds. That's what it is. It came in a case that was like a leather jacket, and it had T-Birds on the back, and it was real cool. And I watched it.
You got to do it at a
like,
pay-per-view, Jono. And
12 times.
I love Gleese. It's so. Yes.
That's
I liked
funny.
one show called The Get Down, but the music made sense because they were musicians and we performed in practice, not just break out singing for no reason. Isn't that what you normally do? You're like cleaning stuff in your house and then you just break out singing.
That's what I do.
Yeah, see.
So
TV is just not TV shows aren't any different. You just like
I do it. I'm mopping the floor and I bust out in a song. You know.
And then you do a dance. Especially one that's choreographed.
A dance number.
That's what I do.
And then and then you're done. It's fine. It's cool.
Man, I
You go
miss
back to
this,
cleaning.
but now it's boring.
So we then get Cole and Regal, and they're like, what's the word?
We've lost 2 people because we were talking about Grease.
Sorry.
Disney was awesome in 05 and 06. Disney Plus is where it's at because you can watch all the old shows.
Yeah.
And the Marvel shows. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel shows are on Disney.
Mm-hmm. I like Disney Plus.
Yes.
It's cool. But again, that's not what we're here to talk about.
No, we're not.
That's a whole separate show.
It's a different show. It's our Disney show.
So, Cole and Regal, they're supposed to be negotiating. Cole says that I was supposed to be having a celebration tonight.
That's
but
what happened.
Dream
Observing stuff.
ruined
That's what happened
it.
in my house.
Yes, randomly choreographed dances with
Whenever we have
strangers
friends
that
over,
would
I
take
just
most
like
people
break out
hours
singing
to
and
practice.
we just all break into
But
this.
not for us. NXT was
moves.
a bit boring until the end. Yeah, I especially love, like Observing Stuff said, I especially love in musicals when you have, like, your main characters and there's, like, 4 of them. And then, like, 60 other people show up from out of nowhere to join this dance number. And you're like, where did they come from? And then they just, like, disappear after the dance number's over. And you're like,
Yeah.
what? Huh?
That's great.
Whose garbage were they? And why were they dancing with us? That's a real good question. So, Cole and Regal. Cole says he was supposed to be having a celebration tonight, but Dream ruined that. He says, I think we should get some things because, you see, I think we deserve it. So he says, first, I think my boys should get a fair shot at the tag team titles because when they got a shot at the tag team titles, they did not have a fair chance. So I think you should give that to them. And then he says, second, I don't want Velveteen Dream anywhere near me, my boys, or my championship. Ever again.
Yeah.
Mohi ha 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 ha. Riddle then says, okay, fine. Fine. I'll give you what you want. Says it'll be Dream versus Cole at NXT TakeOver. But I will pick the location. Somewhere where you both can shine. And as long and as you have wished, if Dream loses the match...
Binge watch Hannah Montana.
If Dream loses the match, he will not get another shot at the NXT title as long as it's around your waist. Alrighty then. So is Dream winning? Is that what that means?
No. So
Dream's just not going to get another shot at the title?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Not a fan of that rematch. TBH.
Awesome show tonight it was. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I thought AEW was better. Disney used to be popular. Yes.
It did used to be popular.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I loved Hannah Montana, man. That was my jam. Hannah Montana and That's So Raven. Yeah. It was like, I'd sit in my room
By the
for
way,
hours and
hello,
watch that.
the best wrestling TV.
So, after this, we had a Lorcan and Birch video, but I wasn't listening to it because I was listening to MJF cut a promo. So, yeah. I have no idea what was said in this.
No clue. So
I probably could have gone back and listened to it,
yeah.
But I didn't think it was... Zack and Cody is so good! Sorry,
like,
I just...
Like, I love this promo. Zack and Cody.
Zack and Cody was such a good show, though. Like, it's so good.
I thought AEW was real good.
I liked AEW.
NXT's been kind of weak recently, I think.
Since the beginning of 2020. It's been a slow downhill ride for NXT.
Jump fought that one jobber that gets beat up every week.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
But he's good at it.
That. So we then got Leon Ruff, the jobber, a.k.a. the Leo Rush
That's
reject.
right. Tom and Jerry was my childhood.
Leo
Elijah,
Rush.
are you making fun of me?
I liked a lot of those old shows growing
We're
up.
never going to get through this recap.
No, we're not. Because y'all keep bringing up stuff, and I'm like, yes! And then I'm like, everybody's like, my ears! And then I'm like, sorry! And then somebody brings something else up, and I do the exact same thing again.
Promo, so don't blame me. Yeah, it wasn't just them. I mean, I like the Inner Circle thing. I like what they did with that. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff there that I felt that they did really well.
Yes.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
His name is Leon Rush. I feel sorry for the jobber dude. He always gets beaten down. Yeah, so dude is like, we have Angelo Dawkins.
But the thing is, he keeps coming back.
We have the Angelo Dawkins reject jobber, and this is the Leo Rush reject jobber. And he's fighting Tommaso Ciampa. Dang, this dude's getting a big break. This match, why was this match on this show tonight? This should have been saved for the pay-per-view. Like, forget Karrion Kross versus Tommaso Ciampa. I want to see Leon Ruff versus Tommaso Ciampa on the pay-per-view. I mean, come on, guys. Doesn't
Is that
everybody?
his actual names?
Leon Ruff?
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to look it
What's
up.
his real name?
I have no idea. Leon Ruff. WWE. What's your real name, bruh?
Well, is that like... Because that's like a play on... Isn't that like a play on Leo Rush? I'm just wondering.
Have you legit not been listening to what I've been saying about him for the last 22
No, I don't listen
years?
all the time. Because sometimes you just talk and I'm like, jobber. That's all I hear.
I legit
I didn't know his
called
name.
him Leon Ruff, the Leo Rush reject jobber. That's legit what I've been calling him.
My bad.
And then the Angelo Dawkins reject jobber.
I knew the
His
Angelo
name
Dawkins
is
one.
Denzel Dejournette.
Yeah.
But he looks like an Angelo Dawkins. He looks like... Because there's more than one Angelo Dawkins. He looks like Angelo Dawkins.
Leon is the NXT jobber.
Jeez,
Leon Ruff
man.
for Cruiserweight Champion 2021.
So, yeah, he fought Ciampa. Scarlett is at ringside, and Ciampa won, and then Killer Cross shows up, and he's like, I would like to take a second to validate some things you said last week. Yes, you are special. But on June 7th, you're gonna feel the wrath of Karrion Kross. And then Scarlett is just like...
Does he even have an entrance music? No, they just come back from commercial and he's in the ring.
And then Scarlett legit just stood there like this. She was like...
I heard Scott Steiner was a backstage bully just like JBL. I've heard a lot of people say they'd like working with Steiner, though.
So, I don't know, man. I have no idea what they're doing with him, but I don't like it. I haven't liked any of it. I still don't like any of it. I wish Scarlett would wrestle. That's what I would like.
Yes.
But we can't do that because that'd be stupid.
That would be stupid.
She's not wrestling. Whatever. So we then have Riddle and Thatcher in a cage fight. I really didn't watch this either because I was paying attention to Les Champions. And... Iron Mike Tyson. So, yeah. Thatcher lost 2 teeth. Like, his 2 front teeth.
Yes.
So that's cool. He'll have to have those fixed.
Yeah. I agree.
So other than that, I have no idea. It was fine. Thatcher won. Like, I really don't care. The thing that ruined the main event for me was knowing that Riddle wasn't winning because Riddle is going to SmackDown this Friday.
Yes.
Or next Friday. One of the two.
Yeah.
And so...
It's this Friday.
If that's the case, then he's not winning.
He's going to go SmackDown Friday.
So, that's the one thing that really made this suck. Was just knowing that Riddle's going to SmackDown anyways. And I mean, like, it's fine. And I'm excited for him to go to SmackDown. But it ruined the entire match because we knew who was winning.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be Riddle. Riddle wasn't gonna, like...
Come on, the match is good.
I don't know. I just...
Again, the issue I have is when you know that...
When you know
like that,
from the dirt sheets and stuff that Riddle is already on SmackDown, or he's going to SmackDown, like, it was fine, it was cool.
I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I didn't expect the blood spot either. Kurt looked bored.
Well, that's because they fired him.
I don't know, cage fight stuff, I don't know. It was cool, I suppose. Yeah, knowing who would win did make it less enjoyable. Which is why I paid more attention to AEW in the end with Le Champion and Iron Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
So.
Now you messed up our ending for...
Well, everybody knew.
You dork.
Everybody already knew. And I already said it once. And obviously you weren't listening because of that.
I heard before.
You. Yeah, whatever.
I've been saying wait until 25 minutes later. And you're like, we're just going to talk about AEW now. Like Iron Mike Tyson and Chris Jericho are fighting.
I never said they were fighting. You ruined that.
Yes.
I never said the words they were fighting. I said the main event with Iron Mike Tyson and Chris Jericho. Everybody knew Mike Tyson was going to be on.
It wasn't technically the main event.
Well, whatever.
We'll probably job Corbin in a few weeks. Yes. He'll job to Corbin like 14 weeks in a row.
They're going to draw that feud out for 6 months, like they did with the Roman Reigns run,
Yeah.
and then Riddle will probably end up having to eat dog food or cat. I think this time it's going to be cat food, because last time with Roman it was dog food, and so like it'll probably be cat food this time, and so yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun 6-month feud. Not, but whatever. I digress. So real quick, while we're talking about SmackDown,
NXT getting more than they need to fresh up, and that Cross is NXT World Championship.
I don't know if that's it.
I agree they need to have some refresh.
I don't know if putting the belt on Cross is going to make NXT better. But
I think it will. I mean, the thing is, you got to have the better storylines. And right now, I feel that they're not having good storylines. So,
while we're sitting here talking about SmackDown, there was a report.
Dog food, bro. Come on.
There was a report put out that they were going to do Sasha and Bayley at SummerSlam, but now they're, like, really pushing it out to, like, on the first side of never. Not that was actually said that it's never going to happen, but they were like, well, we were going to do it at SummerSlam, but actually we're going to push it out further, and we don't know when we're going to do it now. So, I don't think we're ever going to get Sasha versus Bayley. Like, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
You have to have a crowd.
For
to do
Sasha
that
and Bayley?
one, you have to have a crowd. Yes.
Why?
Why? Because it's going to be big.
Okay, but you needed a crowd for other matches too. So,
but with this,
but they can't sit
Sasha
here.
and Bayley have been friends and everything for so long.
Okay, but they can't sit here and wait for the next if we can't do anything huge for
Fans
the next...
will be back in the stands unless we have like something major happen.
Well, I don't
Fans
care.
are going to be back in the stands at the end of August or the beginning of September.
I don't care. But what I'm saying is, if that's not the case, and things do get pushed out further, they're just going to wait for the next year to do the feud? They're going to wait for the next 2 years to do the
then
feud?
They might change up their idea, but I think that's why the two were...
Like, why do that? Just do it now. People want to see the Sasha and Bayley match. So what if it's not in front of a crowd? Everything they've been doing hasn't been in front of a crowd.
Okay, but Sasha and Bayley not in front of a crowd just doesn't do it for me.
Okay, but they're like, what about, I don't know, Brock and Drew in front of a crowd? Not in front of a crowd.
Well, I agree, but the way they
Drew didn't get his moment with the crowd.
It's not about the moment.
It's not like they could hold off putting the belt on Drew McIntyre for the next 6 months.
But the thing is, it's not about getting someone their moment with their spotlight or whatever. It's the fact that you have Sasha and Bayley going at it, and to do it right, I think you have to do that in front of a crowd.
Just a little PSA to everybody. Drink your water. Lots of water.
Yes. Stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm. I have lemon and lime in my water, and it's delicious. Mr. G also has a giant bottle of water. He just hasn't drank any of it. So you should take a moment to get hydrated.
Oh, I've been drinking my...
Because we're about... Well, that's
Zero.
garbage. I mean, I've been drinking my vitamin water.
America's death surpasses 100,000. Yes.
So, folks...
102,000. That's what I saw.
AEW!
Yes.
Let's get it going.
Jericho and the Inner Circle.
So, this is funny. I loved this. So, Jericho says tonight we're going to have a pep rally to bring the mood up after losing. And then we will give out our We Won at the Stadium Stampede Inner Circle shirts. You know, we should have really, really thought this through before we got 5 boxes worth of these shirts. Don't you think? Santana and Ortiz, they then are standing there and they go,
We got more than 5 boxes.
We got a couple more than 5. They have a U-Haul behind them, and they open this thing, and it's filled to the top.
This was good.
With boxes. And I laughed so much. It was so funny. And
Jericho versus OC is needed.
Jericho's reaction was hilarious. Jericho was just like, what did we do? You know, like, it was real funny. So, we had that. We then had Matt Hardy and Young Bucks versus Private Party and Joey Janela. I loved this before. This was amazing. Matt Hardy and the Young Bucks were backstage. And it was like broken Matt Hardy, right? And the Young Bucks go, I think we need a different Matt Hardy tonight. So he goes and he changes. And he comes back as, like the 2000s Matt Hardy. They go like...
No, even farther back.
No, we need further back. And then he comes back. Pretty much in the same gear, just in purple pants.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was hilarious. I love what they're doing with Matt Hardy. I really, 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 really do love this. I love kind of the multi-dimensional character he has. That, he could legit be 5 people at one time.
Yeah. He
can be a broken Matt Hardy, or he could be, whatever other Matt Hardy he wants to be.
Like the different versions of Matt
Hardy. I think it's so cool, and it's such a cool concept.
Well, the thing is, it's not just that you have the different versions. It's the fact that they are using the different versions. I think that's what's cool about this.
And each one has different entrance music. Yeah. Like, what? It's so sick. So...
Sasha's going to be the babyface, and Bayley will portray the heel. I can't see that happening.
So... Bucks and Matt win. There was a spot in this match where Young Bucks were beating up Butcher and Blade because... Whoa, I'm sorry, I just dropped my phone. They beat up Butcher and Blade because they kind of got in the way. And so after Butcher and Blade attack the Young Bucks and Matt Hardy's helping, Private Party get back in the dressing room, so he's not out there to help them. So you hear this, this truck. And I'm sitting there going, all right, what's happening? What's happening here? FTR's what's happening. FTR shows up. Cash and...
Dash. They've arrived.
This is the same person. Cash and Dash. It's the same dude.
Call the other one Cash. And
Cash and I can never remember the other guy's name.
I just call them
Cash, Wheeler, and Dax. Cash and Dax.
Cash and Dax. That just doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't roll off the tongue, which is why I always forget his name.
Which is why I like Cash and Dash better.
Cash and Dax.
That's what I do when I go to my ATM. Cash and Dash.
I love them! Dude, I miss them on some type of TV so much. They are so good at what they do. And I'm so glad that they're in AEW. I really am. I think they are such a major addition for them. Their tag team division is stacked.
Yes.
To the top.
Good tag team division.
Such a good tag team division. So much better than WWE's. And getting Young Bucks versus FTR, probably I would imagine at Fight for the Fallen. If not Fight for the Fallen, then they'll drag it out to All Out. It's going to be so good. They're going to have such a good match, and it's going to be so epic, and it's disgustingly stacked.
It is.
It's so good, though. Like, so very good. And they know what they're doing with tag team wrestling because they have two of the best tag team wrestlers, like, at the top of their division. And, well, I say tag team wrestlers. They are two of the best tag team wrestlers. They're some of the best, like, wrestlers in the world. And they're so good at what they do. And getting FTR in the division, it really is a huge grab for AEW.
Why? So you do Cash and Dash at your ATM too?
So, I'm real excited for these two dudes to tear up the tag team division.
Yes.
I'm real excited, because it's going to be real good. So, FTR comes to the gate of the Young Bucks.
Well, I think here's what's going to happen. I think that because they are there...
FTR and Lucha Bros?
Yes. That'll be sweet.
FTR against anybody?
I think you will see Hangman and Omega do more individual stuff. I think they're going to lose the titles and they're going to do more individual stuff than... Because they don't really need them as a tag team now.
I think that at Fight for the Fallen, they might be dropping the titles to Best Friends.
No, it was funny. So you don't do that, Elijah. You don't Cash and Dash. I just don't get it, man. Come on,
I'm
give it the time.
So excited for these guys. You don't even know. Like, Cash and Dax, FTR, they're so amazingly awesome. And it just sucks that WWE got to the point where they had no clue what they were going to do with them, which is just ridiculous. But they were going to be a joke tag team. And it's ridiculous that that's what it was going to be for them. And I'm so glad they got their releases. I'm so glad that they're in AEW. And I'm so glad that they're going to be putting on some great tag team wrestling.
I agree. Their tag team is way, way, way above, ahead of WWE. But part of it is because WWE doesn't know how to work a tag team division. Which is obvious because when you lose, they obviously lost, Cash and Dax. They're going to lose other tag teams if they're not careful. I just think that they do a good job with. Overall, I think AEW does a better job of allowing the wrestlers to be themselves or their character. I mean, we saw it tonight with Jack Hager.
Jack Hager? Jake Hager?
Jake Hager.
Sorry. You got Jack Swagger and Jake
see.
Hager. You just put their names together.
I
mean, it's the same person, but Jack Hager.
I like Jack Hager better. Like Cash and Dash.
Jake Hager.
Rod Simmons' interview doesn't believe JBL was backstage bully because he never seen Bradshaw be like that in his presence. Might not have been. Probably depends on who he's around. Allie deserves better than what she's given.
Well, currently she's doing something with QT Marshall.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's going.
Yeah, no one knows.
Well, WWE tag teams suck. Hell, at least in Impact Wrestling used to write. Oh, speaking of Impact Wrestling, did everybody see Deonna Purrazzo? Deonna Purrazzo is in Impact now.
Yes.
I think that's a good spot for her. I think she's going to do well. So, after FTR made their debut and was so cool, We had Brian Cage versus Jobber. Taz got on the mic afterwards, and he essentially just told Moxley that you're going down at Fight for the Fallen. Fight for the Fallen? Fyter Fest. Is it Fyter Fest or Fight for the Fallen?
It's Fyter Fest.
Fyter Fest?
Yeah.
They had 2 pay-per-views last year that were like, they had such similar names, and
Yes.
I can never remember which ones they're doing now.
It's Fyter Fest.
Fyter Fest. You're going down to Fight for Fyter Fest. It sounded better when I said Fight for the Fallen, though. It just rolled right off the tongue. Fyter Fest. What is?
Perfect squash match for Cage. Yeah.
I heard Bradshaw was also never like that. No one has presence whenever he was with Owen. He was a saint.
I think it probably just depends on who's around, Clark.
So, yeah. Brian Cage and Moxley, cool. You can't have Brian Cage lose.
No.
Brian Cage can't lose. Not his first match.
No.
Well, his first legitimate match.
But, you know.
He might have legitimate matches between now and then, but that's like a legitimate match. Like, it's for the championship, and that's kind of... You can't just have him lose. Like, that'd be stupid. Right? I don't know. Maybe it's
the thing is, I mean, you talk about jobbers and wrestling, everybody wrestling jobbers. The whole idea behind a jobber is to make someone look strong.
Except when the jobber is 4'2", weighs 75 pounds.
Marco Stunt.
And Marco Stunt is taller than 4'2".
Right,
Excuse me.
He's 4'3".
No, he's 5'2".
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay. So let me finish. When you're a jobber, you're 4'2", you're 75 pounds, and I could knock you over by doing this.
Marco Stunt's 5'2" and 75 pounds.
That's where I have a problem with big dudes like Brian Cage, Killer Cross, Karrion Kross, whatever you want to call him. That's where I have a problem with them fighting them. And then people are like, oh, well, there's all dominant. Oh, well, there's all the dominant. I'm like, no, dude. No, they're not. That's not legitimate at all.
Well, you can't have
Shut your faces, okay? I don't care. It's a stupid thing to do. Now, with the Brian Cage thing, I mean, I don't really care one way or another. I think the match with Moxley will be cool.
I like how they did it with Moxley sitting at
the desk.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
It was cool. So, we had that. We then had Britt. I love this segment.
Britt has become a superstar on the mic.
I love her. She's amazing.
She went from me, like, totally hating her promos to, like, I like when she comes out now. Because her promos...
She's so enjoyable to watch.
Her promos are, like, spot on.
They squashed their current talent, though, so it's better to bring a jobber instead.
Yes. Taz promo was awesome. Yes. Taz does these promos.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's talk about Britt.
Britt Baker's bodyguard's future AEW Women's Champion.
So, Britt gets on the mic. She says, this injury wasn't an accident. It's a conspiracy. She talks about getting injured and how Nyla, you know, she said, first.
Thing is, Elijah, I thought she was bad at start. When she started and they started having her on the mic and things like that, I thought she was terrible. And now it's like a total 180. It's like it went from being terrible to she has probably some of the best promos in wrestling right now.
Bing bong. That's right. So she says this injury wasn't an accident. It was a conspiracy. She talks about getting injured and how, you know, first, Exhibit A, when I broke my leg, conspiracy number 1, 3 women were ganging up on me. What? Exhibit B, conspiracy number 2, Chris Statlander. She believes in aliens.
She is an alien, is what she said.
She is an alien. She believes in aliens. Whatever.
I hope she believes in aliens.
That's conspiracy number 2. Conspiracy number 3. Exhibit C. Yeah, that's right. Hikaru Shida. She uses a kendo stick. Unfair advantage. Of course. Conspiracy number 4. Exhibit D, Nyla Rose. I've seen this woman many, many times jump from the top rope, and she's fine. She's very good. And then, the one time, like, she couldn't watch out for my fragile leg. So, of course, this is part of the conspiracy theory. She then shows the evidence board. She says, a web of evil is all centered around Aubrey Edwards. Every time that she's around, I get injured. Broken leg, she was there. Concussion, she was there. Broken nose. Well, she was somewhere in the building, somewhere around here. So it all goes together. It's all part of my giant conspiracy. She then says that she will be back at All Out.
Yes.
I loved this. This was so good.
Good promo.
It was so good. Like, just the entire thing. It was funny. It was enjoyable to watch. You know? And it was good.
Excellent promo.
It was epic, man. So after this, they show the action figure video of...
Her facial expressions and the way she delayed and everything was, like, spot on.
She's so good. So we get the action figure video talking about their action figures coming out this summer?
Yes.
There you go.
This summer. August.
We then get the Inner Circle in an interview. They say, you know, we're going to go out there and we're going to get everything back on track and we're going to have our celebration. It's going to be great. And then Orange Cassidy walks through. And they leave.
Excellent.
And they chase after him. Not really chase after him, but they follow him. Sheeta should have a long reign, in my opinion.
Yes.
Sheeta is real good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She's real good. And she should have a long reign.
I felt the women's match tonight was really good.
So we get Christy James versus Hikaru Shida in a match. I really thought this was going to be a squash match, but it wasn't. They gave Christy James some.
Well, I'm glad they did because it showed off her talent. She is good.
Mm-hmm.
And between her and Sheeta, they looked really good. I think that she's going to get a push. Not too long from now.
Sheeta's boring.
I think Sheeta's fine. I
love Sheeta. She's awesome. So good, and her promos are good, and her in-ring skills are good, and I think it's amazing.
Just kidding. I think Sheeta is good. I love her.
She's awesome.
I thought tonight was one of the better women's matches that they've had.
This is
ever
2 times in a row. She's better in the chat, bruh. I think the women's matches are better. The women's match that we had over the weekend.
Never mind, would be nice.
Nyla and Sheeta. That for me was match of the show. That was my favorite match.
I thought it was good, but I think this is probably one of the better women's matches there's been.
I mean, I agree with you, yes. So, after this, we had Cody in an interview. He says that every week I will come out here and I will do an open challenge. He talks about never being the first picked, never being the top guy. Says, you know, my entire career, no matter where I've been, doesn't matter how good I am, doesn't matter how hard I work, I've never been the top pick. I've never been the number one guy, and that's fine, that's cool, but I guarantee you that if you want to stick your top guy next to me, I will prove to you that I should be the top guy. I will be faster than whoever you throw at me. I will be stronger than whoever you throw at me. I will go above and beyond to prove to you that I am better. You know, that's kind of the gist of this promo. His delivery is good. Cody promos are always good. Every time. It doesn't matter what they're about. He has like a way of connecting with people, I suppose. It's not just like he's in character. You know, I feel like this, when he goes out there and he talks, it's just Cody being Cody, you know? And he addresses the fans and addresses the people at home, and it just...
The Revival or FTR makes their debut on AEW.
It's
yes, it was
just,
awesome. Excellent.
He has such a good way of just, like, connecting with the people that his promos are always so good.
Because what happened to Lane Cannon? Let's all be nice to wrestlers.
You know? So...
Cody doing the open challenge thing every week will bring some sort of value to the title. Yes, I agree.
I think it's cool.
So are they going to... Here's a question. Are they going to use the previous week to determine the challenger for the following week?
Maybe. I don't know. I know for this time, I mean, they did the thing.
Even though we know they need some work, but they make us entertaining. I think the thing is, Elijah, with that whole thing, is if you're respectful, you can criticize someone or say they're not good. But if you go over the line...
Don't go off the deep end.
Yeah. Why is it so hard for AEW to put the title on Chris Statlander? This is why I don't watch that show. They did Kylie Ray like that. And look at her now in Impact. Well, Kylie Ray kind of left on her own. Kylie Ray left before they even started doing anything with her.
Yeah.
Because she was having a mental breakdown or something. I don't know. And Chris Statlander, she's going to get her shot, I think.
They just need to tweak her character some.
It's just a matter of when.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I like the Cody interview.
Yes.
Like I said, I think he connects with people on a level outside of just being...
Good.
He connects with people on a level outside of just being a character, you know? And
in September, okay, they got more time. Yes.
And so I love his promos. They're always good. So, after that, we had STU versus Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc. Okay. 1 second here. Question. Did we or did we not just have a match this past weekend to determine who is fighting for the tag team championships?
Yes.
Yes, Best Friends won that. They're next in line for a tag team championship opportunity. Yet, we did this match tonight, SCU versus Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc, in which Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian won. And next week, they're fighting Hangman and Omega for the tag team titles. Before Best Friends get their shot. What? To me, that makes no sense. Because you have somebody already lined up to fight for the tag team championships, and they're like, oh, well, they're fighting for them at Fyter Fest. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. They're next in line. They won the match to get a championship opportunity first. So they should be the ones who get an opportunity for the tag team titles next. Not Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian next week. Like, does that make any sense to anybody else? Because it really didn't make sense to me. And I was very much just like, what are we doing? Like,
well, I don't know. Did they say that they would immediately get a shot? I don't think that was the stipulation.
They're getting a shot at Fyter Fest.
Yeah, so...
No, but at first they were marketing it as they're the next in line for a tag team championship opportunity.
Oh, I didn't take it that way.
So why would you not... How does it make any sense to give Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc a shot at the tag team titles next week when Best Friends won the match literally not even a week ago, and they are supposed to be next in line for a tag team championship opportunity? But then tonight they were like, oh, well, they're using their opportunity at Fyter Fest. I'm like,
I don't know.
What? It makes no sense.
Ryder did tweet something out about him and Cody. I did see that. Statlander needs to ban the gimmick, the alien gimmick, and like be a silent killer. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. EC3 debut it all out. We have a deal, Tony Khan. Cool. Elijah, I've seen where there's a possibility that he's shown at least some interest in NWA. Now maybe that'll just be a one-time deal.
Best Friends match shouldn't be on TV. It's more of a pay-per-view worthy to me, in my opinion, but I do agree on your point. I definitely think that the Best Friends and the tag team, their matches, they should be on a pay-per-view because they are that good. But to me, it just doesn't make sense to market it as they're next in line for a tag team championship opportunity, but yet somebody else is getting an opportunity before them. It's like, what, huh? That makes no sense to me. So, I don't know. That was the one thing that I was questioning quite a bit because I was like, what? It makes no sense.
I don't know, Jay. Brian Cage and the Rival, FDR. Those are two big ones there. I don't know who else they would debut on.
Brian Cage has been
AEW.
signed. From what I read, Brian Cage has been signed since January?
He's been signed for a while.
Since before January?
Yeah.
But he had injury.
Yeah.
And, he was rehabbing through that. And then they were like, yeah, they said that the plan was, always from the beginning, was to bring him out at Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
So, cool.
And then with rumors of them working with Ring of Honor,
more stuff they can
makes it interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, after that, we had MJF. I loved this promo. This promo was so good. So he
Zack Ryder to
says...
AEW would be awesome.
He says...
He would definitely be used better on AEW than in WWE.
So MJF says, I've been undefeated for over a year. I don't understand whose door I gotta knock down to get a championship opportunity. So, when I heard a certain somebody was having a battle royal to determine who gets a shot at his brand spanking new title, I just had to be involved. He then goes on to say that Wardlow is also going to be in this match, and when it comes down to me and the Ward Dog, well, he knows what to do. And Wardlow begins to say, well, he says, but, and MJF then gets in his face and is like, but nothing! And then he's like, I'm just kidding. Let's go. Let's roll. And then Wardlow does this whole, he rolled his eyes and then he was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I still working for this dude? I could be off winning championships left and right, but I'm not because I'm this dude's, butler.
Yeah.
So.
Rey Mysterio announced his retirement on Raw. Yes. The question is it actually going to be a retirement? Is someone going to attack him?
Seth Rollins is hosting it.
Maybe Seth is going to invite him into the
Maybe Seth is going to invite Rey Mysterio into the inner circle.
Yeah.
Seth, the Monday Night Messiah, is being controlled by Chris Jericho.
Yes.
What?
You know what I meant.
So,
See, we're talking about AEW, and I'm like, I don't know that Ray's going to retire right now.
Based on everything I've seen, it sounds pretty legit.
We'll see. Ring of Honor signs Flip Gordon again.
This MJF Wardlow breakup tease doesn't sound good.
I think it depends on what they do with it.
I'm real excited for it, honestly, because I think it'll lead to a good match that'll probably happen at Fyter Fest. And it'll be cool.
Ray's son. Maybe Ray's son does something.
I think it'll be
Maybe
cool.
his son's behind the whole thing. With talking to Seth and saying, hey, do this.
Stab my father in the eye so he can finally retire. Because he's not listening to me. And he needs to retire.
Yeah.
Before he, dies being thrown off the side of a building.
Yes, Ray leaves WWE and joins the Inner Circle. I know. See?
So I like
Who had the better
promo?
show tonight? I would say AEW.
I liked the MJF promo. I thought it was good. So after this, we had the Cody Battle Royal. In all the ones that I wrote down that I could tell that were involved in this, we have MJF, Wardlow, Luchasaurus, Sunny Kiss, Jungle Boy, Marco Stunt, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Billy Gunn, Brandon Cutler, Pete Avalon, SCU dude, I can't remember what his name is. What is his name? I'm going to scroll down the list, I'm going to see it. Christopher Daniels, that's his name. And that was it. That's everybody that's
I just
in there.
realized AEW's got a good amount of big men on the roster. Yes, they do.
So, at first I was saying, I think Wardlow's going to win this, just based on that promo, right? I think, I don't know if it's necessarily going to come down to MJF and Wardlow, but I think at some point in the match I thought Wardlow was going to kind of, throw MJF out. But didn't happen. MJF did accidentally punch Wardlow in the face with the diamond ring.
MJF versus EC3. That'd be epic, I think.
Dude, EC3
could have.
EC3 legit could have been the equivalent of MJF on WWE if they were smart, but they're not smart.
No.
So MJF and EC3 could be a sick match.
Yeah.
It could be real good. So after MJF and Wardlow were eliminated, we were left with Orange Cassidy and Jungle Boy, and I was like, well, this could really go either way.
I washed the dishes, now I can rest, finally.
Orange Cassidy and Jungle Boy, honestly, either or could have won.
Yes.
But Jungle Boy did. I'm real excited for this. I think this is a good opportunity for him. I think, I think it's good and it's cool, and I like it.
These are the guys that I think the TNT title should be designed for.
Like Jungle Boy?
Your second tier guys. Day number 13 without Becky this bites. It's okay, James. It's okay.
Rey Mysterio joins Pack's table. Would be awesome, Gleen.
Yes.
So, Jungle Boy fights Cody next week for the TNT Championship. So after this, we had the Inner Circle pep rally. This was funny. This was a very well done segment. Vicky Guerrero comes out first, and she's with the cheerleaders, and she introduces, all of Inner Circle. Jericho then says, "Inner Circle will rise again!" And they throw out Inner Circle, the Inner Circle t-shirts, and it was real funny. Sammy then gets on the mic and he says, guys, let's just calm down for a minute. Let's just calm down. Let's calm ourselves down. Because, you see, we didn't win the
Good question,
stadium.
Jay.
Good
question. We'll talk about it here in a minute.
We didn't win the Stadium Stampede match, but we participated in it. He then hands out participation trophies. And Jericho's like, dude, why does my trophy say, best dad jokes? And he goes, bruh, we are kind of like in the middle of a pandemic right now, so take what you're given. And I was like, that's hilarious. So after that, we had Ortiz, I think it was Ortiz. Might have been, I think it was Ortiz.
Yeah.
Was it Santana? Ortiz? One of the two.
One of them.
And he hands out gifts. He hands, what did he give Sammy? I don't even remember what he gave Sammy. I didn't write down what he gave him.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He gave Jake Hager a pair of boots.
Good shoes. Yeah.
Workman's boots. He's like, I got you a pair of size 10s. They're legit the exact same boots that he has in his feet, like, at the current moment in time, and I laughed.
I stole these out of your duffel bag and brought them to you.
I can't remember what he gave Sammy. Shoot.
Yeah.
Well, Jericho gave Sammy the Hit Me Up mobile, a scooter for his knee, his injured knee. His injured knee that's injured every other week. It's not injured when he has to wrestle, but it's injured the week after, but then it's fine again. And so we had that, and that was funny.
Chris Jericho versus Mike Tyson at Fyter Fest confirmed.
Is it?
That is cool.
Is it confirmed?
It does not shock me.
Is it confirmed? I'm going to have to look on the Twitter
Does
now.
not shock me.
Great, folks, great. I'm going to have to look on the Twitter.
Then Hager reads a poem, which I thought was really good.
I thought it was hilarious.
It was funny.
It was real funny. Real funny.
Yeah. Are you going to finish this segment?
Yes, I'm going to, but I was trying to see if it's been made official.
I think that I think the hacker is going to be something simple like Ollie, which is going to be kind of a letdown. Or is it going to be multiple people? Is it going to be like a group?
Aubrey Edwards put up a tweet. She said, I thought doctors weren't supposed to hurt people. # role model. That's hilarious. So anyways. So Hager read a poem. He said, this poem is called Happiness. And then he talked about hunting down the wrestlers that are all the members of the elite, and he knows where they live, and he knows where they live, and he's gonna hurt them in their sleep. And they were like, whoa, Hager, calm down. And he goes, the end. And he was like, I'm sorry, it was just
it was a good segment.
Happiness.
I thought it was a good segment.
And it was really, really funny. After that, you had, Jericho. And Jericho is like...
That would be cool. If it's Punk and AJ Lee. They need... WWE needs like a shot in the arm. Because right now AEW is like so much ahead of them with... It just seems like everybody at AEW is just having fun.
Yeah, it's like they really are. They're just having fun. They're putting on a show, but it's like fun for them. I feel like some of the dudes at WWE, it's like they get in this slump of like
well, the storylines aren't good.
We're
so
just here to work, and we gotta go out here and do this, and we gotta go out here and do that, and so none of them have fun anymore.
Yeah.
You know? And it's, like, clearly obvious that none of them are having fun. So, I don't know. So then Jericho says, the one thing that I want, that I've wanted most in the world, is Mike Tyson's head on a platter. And Sammy's like, well, I can't get you that. But I did get you a little bit of the bubbly and a cheese platter. And they open up the stuff, and they're like, Sammy?
There's nothing here.
There's nothing here. And he was like, I swear it wasn't like this a minute ago. When all this stuff was, when I brought this, it was all here. And then Mike Tyson comes out with a bunch of his dudes. I don't know who they were. No idea. Might be boxing people, might be fighting people. You got me. Might be not fighting people. Who knows? Not I. They come out, they get in each other's faces, and Jericho's like, I want you to apologize to me for knocking me out on Monday Night Raw back in 2010. And he was like, I'm not going to apologize to you.
He didn't say Monday Night Raw, though.
Not Monday Night Raw. Did I say Monday Night Raw?
Yes.
Sorry, I meant Monday night.
Yeah.
For on a Monday night in 2010.
Yes.
I want you to apologize for knocking me out. Sorry,
Yes.
my bad. I don't always recite the poems. I don't always recite the poems to what they're actually supposed to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Promos. So he says that, and Mike Tyson's like, I'm not apologizing to you for anything. And Mike Tyson, this part killed me. I guess it was so not great, but it was funny. Mike Tyson rips his shirt, but he can't get it ripped. He can't rip it completely. And I'm like, dang, those AEW t-shirts must be made of steel, because Mike Tyson can't rip it apart. Either that or Mike Tyson is a wimp.
Yeah.
One of the two. Because he tore his shirt. The top of it came undone. The bottom didn't. And then he was like trying to get his arms out of the sleeves. And then he ended up just like, flexing on him, and that was it. And I was just like, that was great. That was so funny. Dude couldn't get a shirt off.
It was a Monday Night Raw where Mike Tyson was tag teaming with Jericho, and they were against DX. And Hornswoggle came out and had on boxing gloves.
The only reason he knows this is because he watched it right after it was over.
He was tired, that's why he can't rip his shirt.
So, we had that, and it was really funny, and so then a fight broke out, and they were all like, ah! And, like, I legit kid you not, dudes, like, just shot out from the back, and it was, like, 50 dudes that just came out to pull them all apart, and they hadn't even done anything yet.
Yeah.
Like, Mike Tyson was legit just, like, standing over here, and Jericho was, like, all the way over there, and he was all like, and the dudes were like, no, stay back. And I was like, dude, they're not even close to each other.
Yeah.
Like, why do we need to pull them apart? You didn't even let the fight start. So, that was that. Well, that's because they know if Mike Tyson starts swinging fists, he's going to knock somebody out. So, they were like, we can't have none of that happening.
Yeah, so AEW I thought was good.
I liked it. It was good. Oh, he gave Sammy Vapor Rub.
Yeah, that's
what he gave him. He was like,
for all his injuries.
My abuela tells me that she's like, this fixes anything, and
Yes.
so he gave that to Sammy, and then Jericho was like,
My abuela says that too.
and then he was like, you better hope that that works, because geez, I could smell the Vicks all the way from over here.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. Man, oh man.
It was good. Definitely good.
So good. I loved it.
I think that's it.
I think so. Dang.
I don't think there's... Good show tonight, I thought, on AEW.
I think so.
I'd probably give it 8 out of 10.
I'd give it an 8.5.
So...
NXT would probably be like a 6.
You always go that half point higher than me.
I do always go a half point higher
good
than
job.
you. Maybe a 6. Maybe a 5.5 for
Yeah,
NXT.
I would say probably.
It was okay.
I would
It was
agree.
okay.
You're just not on the edge of your seat with that.
No, I'm really not.
It's like... It's too predictable right now on what's going to happen.
Yep.
So, anyway. I think that's pretty much it. That's our show. We'll be back Friday. SmackDown. Mike Tyson and Chris Jericho going against DX on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, dang!
Yes.
They took pictures.
That's pretty
Dax
cool.
and Cash got pictures with Arn
Arn
and
and Tully.
Tully. Oh,
That's
I
cool.
want Arn to manage them so bad. You have no idea, dude. No idea.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I want Arn to manage them so bad.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, so badly. Because it's going to be so good.
Arn managing the FTR would be awesome.
It would be so cool. Dang.
All right, we're gonna take off. We'll be back on Friday's SmackDown. Gleen, do you see? I do see. Sometimes I don't. Like if my eyes are closed, I really can't see. If I take my glasses off, things are kind of blurry. But for the most part, I do see. Yes.
So, yes.
I'm not sure where Elijah's going with this. Otis give Bray Money in the Bank.
No. I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
not happening.
So, folks, I think that's it.
All right, we're gonna take off. We'll be
Till
back
Friday.
We'll see you guys Friday night. Stay safe. But Otis joins Bray. That'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting. Make sure you stay safe. Wear your mask so you can protect people like Maven, because that's what it's all about. So we're out of here.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out, everybody.